Hello, this is Mateusz Myślicki, MiM's Mtgo, and this is weekly daily, round one of a standard daily with prime band or Zegana band. I'm gonna be keeping a hand that's like a little shaky, but we're playing 26 lands and 4 Farseek, so we have 28 mana sources and 53 cards. So more than 50% to draw. You're gonna have 2 draws to draw one, and then possibly get on further. So I'm gonna keep this hand. Probably would prefer at least one of those to be like an untapped land, but hopefully just gonna draw more. Um, okay, that's not good. Hopefully our opponent is just some kind of Delver deck, not an Esper deck. Okay, so this is some kind of Grixis. Not terrible. They don't have Revelation. So we have a rather good chance of like trumping them late game because they're gonna be trying to do 1-for-1, and we're very well prepared for that. We also have quite a decent early pressure, and so far he can just take us for like a Naya mid-range deck. Okay, an Ogre. So I'm fine to play against such decks. He will probably have a like a Rakdos Return post board. Is he stuck on lands? No, he isn't. Okay, so that's gonna be, I'm assuming, a Tragic Slip. Missing blue at the moment. At least I'm playing Fractus next turn. And then gonna have the Prime Speaker waiting. This deck doesn't have much removal, so it's fine. It's gonna be probably pretty bad against, yeah, that's the Tragic Slip I was talking about. It's gonna probably have Olivia, but we have a Detention Sphere. Hopefully we just draw blue to cast it. We also have 2 Caverns of Souls. It gets to the point where he can counterspell one of our spells. Now the Angel. Like I said, it should be fine against such deck. It doesn't have Revelation. It just tries to control the board. And we're very, very good with like keeping the... I think I'm gonna play the Angel now. He might have a bunch of counter spells. And I can't interfere with him anyway, and he's not gonna like mass removal me here. So there's no mass removal in those colors. Right, so I'm gonna keep this on top just to like remind ourselves that he's got it. He probably has a hand loaded with removal. Hopefully not the Rakdos Return. Okay, so he's just gonna double removal on that. Hopefully we draw a land and we can play this. Hopefully we can play this before he gets to Rakdos Return. Come on. Yes, that's very good. So like I said, I kept 2 lands, but this is turn 6 and I drew another 3, which is like about the probability of what I should draw. So it wasn't irrational keep. Probably hand was slightly soft to aggro, but against this kind of deck it's perfect. Okay. Alright, so that's Olivia. I think I'm gonna Azorius Charm the Olivia. Like he should block this and then ping this. And then I can Azorius Charm it and play the Smiter. Yes, exactly. So this is a pretty good way of like delaying Olivia, which is one of the best cards against us. Okay. That doesn't do much at the moment. Okay, so I guess he needs to Miracle a Bonfire here if he wants to. Yeah, and he's conceded. So like I said, his plan to like use the removal and like control the board through that isn't very good against us. Okay, so I'm definitely not wanting Supreme Verdicts against him. I'm not sure about Selesnya Charms. Like, I don't like the Selesnya Charms as a way to deal with Olivia as in when she gets to 5. I can as well just get her to 4, steal one of my guys, and then I have like wait forever with Selesnya Charm. So I probably don't want this. He might be playing the Fundamental Hellkites, though. So I'm not sure. I want all the value spells, probably. I want the Witchbane Orb. I'm nearly sure he's going to be playing the Regulus Return or Bonfire, or probably both. And probably wants the Dissipates as well. So that's like 4, that's 5. Mm, not really sure what I want to take out. Maybe one Azorius Charm. Like Azorius Charm is never empty. You can always just cycle it. That's nice about it. And this deck definitely needs to like proceed this game. And you could also see that it's good in like to trump Olivia. Maybe even take out 2 of those and like get 1 more negate. Or maybe just Rest in Peace. Well, Rest in Peace has like a little synergy with us. We can't use the Angel for value, so maybe not. Angel for value might be a very good choice against him, especially in the late game. And I'm assuming he has like snapcasters and like I saw think twice, but I don't think that it's gonna be so important to like get rid of those. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with that. Okay, see what happens. Oh, great. um, well, I've got far over 50. No, I've got like 25 lands left, so I've got slightly under 50% to draw a land every turn. And then those Farseeks are gonna get me further, and this is a very good hand against him. And it's not like he's gonna pressure me a lot, so I'm gonna keep it. That hand has like a lot of value. So hopefully just draw a land into another Farseek. So it's gonna look dumb if we don't. Maybe I'm risking too much with those hands. Maybe I should mulligan out, mulligan more with yeah, and here comes the punishment. So that was probably a terrible keep. I'm still learning to play the control decks. But like I said, this was like 50% in every draw to draw a land. And like so we're losing like that's 15% that we're not gonna draw a land till now. So that's pretty unlucky. Right, so he's also like landless or land light. Yeah, he's also gonna discard, so maybe we can draw lines right now, please, 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 please. Right, so he needs to discard as well. So that game might be funny yet. Yes, there's a land. So maybe it's not gonna be a disaster yet. Like I said, I had my reasoning for it because all the cards I had in hand, that was like 4 hands I had in hand, were pretty awesome against him. Like this gets rid of Olivia, this counters like anything big he plays. The Fractus can restore obviously a great synergy against him, so this is like a great hand against him. Is it Olivia? Yes. So do I just attention sphere it now? Probably I do. I guess I could Farseek, but he might have a bunch of counter spells, which are probably gonna be very bad news for us. So it's like we both discarded 1 card so far, each. Okay. Okay, more Farseeks. I guess I could hold on to the dissipate. I'm assuming he's gonna have a bunch of counters. Might be wrong, but like there isn't much more I can imagine him having. Okay, so he's not doing anything. He's gonna discard again. This looks pretty silly. Yeah, so that was like one of the lines I was one of the counters I was expecting. I think I'm gonna wait still. Could double Farseek, like he's gonna probably counter one of those. But I'm also kinda afraid of Fragdos return right now, a big one. So I might just still wait. I don't have to discard, which is very important. I can just play Restoration Angel at the end of turn. Then maybe he counters this. Then maybe I can play a Frag Task. Like, probably the only way he can win against me is Fragdos return. So I'm still gonna wait. Like I said, I'm fairly fresh to the control matchups. Forbidden Alchemy, okay. So he's digging a lot. Maybe I should side in that Rest in Peace. Like, for one Azorius Charm. Or for another Azorius Charm, okay. Let's go for something, mate. Ragdos return for 4 would be fun. Okay, he's going for something. Well, that's not a big something. I'm gonna play a Restoration Angel at the end of the turn. So the Bloodline. So maybe he's not playing the counter spells. Maybe he's all about trumping the aggro decks. Let's see what happens here. Okay, it resolves. So I can attack. And Farseek with keeping the Dissipate up. This is pretty comfortable. Okay, don't have any kind of removal spell. Just also curious. So let's Farseek for sure. The lands are obviously gonna be pretty important. Let's get a Breeding Pool. Doesn't really matter, I just wanted like a blue land. Probably Hallowed Fountain will be the same-ish. Okay, Dread Boar. No way I'm countering this. So is he like all removal, no Rakdos return? Because I don't know what could be in such deck. Like, it's not really a deck that's like being around. It's not really being popular. So I'm still very much hesitant about like playing out my threads and like not keeping the Dissipate up. Well, this is not gonna kill me. Yeah, so I'm glad I have 2 forests right now. Okay, so something is happening. A Nightfall Spectre. Guess I'm gonna have to counter this. He might easy charm me now, but then I guess I can make a huge revelation next turn. This is not that scary then. Maybe I should keep like one. If this is his plan, maybe I should keep like 1 or 2 Ragdos, verdicts. It just seems dumb to keep a verdict against a deck like this. Alright, so I could Revelate or play a Frag Task. And I can put this on top next turn, unless he's got like another counter spell. So let's play Frag Task. See what happens. Then I can play as Zegana, and then I should have a huge advantage over him. He's only sharing blue with me, so he can play a dissipate, I guess, with from my spells. And that's it, so I'm not very afraid of this Spectre. Think so. Could I make a huge revelation, or I could play as a Zegana. He could have two removals for this. But I doubt they like both on. So he still has that in hand, that's one thing. Does he have a dissipate? That's unfortunate. I could wait another turn. I'm probably like far too impatient here. He's gonna double block, yes. Okay, so he's got the Spectre and the Bloodline on next turn. Sever the Bloodline on next turn in his hand. So I know that. So now I know he's got the Spectre, the Sever the Bloodline, and one mystery card. Okay, that's fine. So do I just risk running into a counter spell? Like he's playing a bunch of removal spells. I could also revelate just for free with the Dissipate up. Or I could wait for his Forbidden Alchemy. Let's see what happens. Because he's got the mana for Forbidden Alchemy exactly, yes. So I can make a huge revelation when he alchemies. Alright. So like I'm saying, I'm quite new to control mirrors. I don't have like all the routine that's needed. I just watched a bunch of like good control players like Andrew Cuneo. Okay, so I guess I'm quite comfortable right now. I said this is not very scary because he can only play my lands and dissipates, and I have like the dissipate already, and like Witchbane Orb probably, which doesn't bother me because it doesn't do anything against me. Well, that's a shame because that's one of two. This card nearly never goes out. I'm sometimes signing out one against mono red. Oh, just a huge Agdos return right now. Oh Jesus, so punished. So dumb. I was playing all the time around it, and then I like, oh god, walked into this straight. Okay, so it seems I don't know much about control matchups after all. I should so keep that dissipate for it. That was probably the only way he could beat me. Okay, that was very bad from me. Just very bad. Especially as I was drawing the Witchbane Orb, especially right now. And there was like no pressure. I should just wait. This doesn't do anything against me. I was just dumb. Okay. Yes, that's the server. I can still luck out of this like by drawing another revelation or something. He can play the Grove. That's not very good. But at least I'm not drawing a land, which is pretty good. Okay, so I completely walked into this. Um, yeah, I don't have even anything to like add to my defense. I should never lose to this deck if I wasn't dumb. I probably should also play like one rest in peace or something. He's got the snapcasters. He's got the Sever the Bloodline. He's got the Alchemy. And all those cards are like pretty relevant to the gameplay. Especially Snapcaster. Okay. Alright, alright. So I completely punted this game. We'll see if I can like luck it out still somehow. He's getting a bunch of my lands. He will still be able to like cast any of the spells he took from me. Okay, so he breaks up this. Okay, so no more revelations for me. Yeah, I should definitely just keep the dissipate up there. Especially as I had so he's discarding the lands and think. I say I definitely need to side in the rest in peace against him as well. Probably not winning this anymore, but I guess I can like learn more about his deck right now. It's kinda uncertainty what he could play. Yeah, he's gonna play the Fractask right now, probably getting ugly for me. Yes. I'm just gonna concede. Not gonna show him more. Yeah, so that definitely didn't work out well. I just made a dumb mistake and I paid for it. Alright, so I want the rest in peace probably. The dissipates would be okay. The negates probably will be fine. I probably don't need Azorius Charms. I might want like one Supreme Verdict, maybe. I think that one negate is fine. And I don't need the verdict. Not really. Yeah, just rest in peace. That's gonna like completely get rid of his card advantage, the rest in peace. So I lost, that's the problem with like not having experience. Like I was trying to play around the counter spell, and before I was saying that I need to be careful about his Ragdos return. And then I went for that huge revelation and then he just had a Ragdos return, which was like very much expected after what he played. Like he went through half of his library. He surely has at least like 2-3 Ragdos returns, so there's like a huge chance that he really has it. Okay. So let's hope he stumbles on lands again. It seems like he has some problems with that. I can just play a Fractask and just get there on this. I also have an insurance against Olivia, which is the only early threat he's got against me really. So like I said, I'm expecting this is a good matchup. Like I'm usually fine in all those grindy matchups because I just go bigger. I just kept the one lander. That was probably justified with me, but with him not having any kind of way to ramp with 2 mana, like last game when I kept a one lander with 2 Farseek on the draw, that was like if I draw a second land, I'm instantly having a third and a fourth one. But he's just gonna sit on 2 still, not doing a lot. I'm just gonna bash him with a Fractask. So that probably wasn't a very good decision from him. But this is also the advantage of playing this deck because it's very stable. Probably don't want to walk into a dissipate. I'm quite fine with just bashing him with the frag task and then just revelating for 2. So he discards again at 3 lands. It seems that his deck is the problem of a deck like that when he doesn't get paired against decks where he needs like early interaction. I'm fine if he dissipates that, like very fine. Okay, so it's just gonna spear and we'll tragic slip. So he doesn't have to discard right now. But I'm just gonna play another frag task. So I don't even care. Like he needed to spare 2 removal spells. Obviously he would discard, but like drew 2 cards anyway, and then he just killed one of my creatures. And I got like the value and 1 bash him for it anyway. And I'm gonna play a third frag task right now. So like I said, I'm fine against such decks which just don't like, we just want to 1-for-1 me. The same thing with like Naya decks. This is very good against such concoctions. Concoctions. How do you pronounce that? I don't know. I'm not English. I'm allowed not to know. Okay, so he's gonna play Olivia. If he plays Olivia, then I don't think I care. Slaughter games. For what? Revelation? Fine. I'm just gonna play a Loxodon Smiter and Restoration Angel next turn. So that's not a very good way to deal with my deck. Like I'm having a ton of other threats. Well, he'll surely name a Revelation. Or maybe an Angel of Serenity. Like I already casted 1 Revelation. Restoration Angel. Whoa. This is quite a surprise. Like what kind of mass removal could he have? I'm honestly thinking about playing this guy out, but I think he doesn't have any kind of mass removal. Yeah, I just drew 4 frag tasks. This is pretty silly. So having a good draw, punted game 2 completely, I admit. Should be more careful. Should play against Rakdos, like around Rakdos return rather than anything else. Yeah, he's just nice in the end, but I don't think that he had a huge chance from this moment anyway. Alright, so we won game 1 pretty handily, even though we punted, well, we won round 1, even though we punted game 1. So, see you round 2, and well, hopefully it's gonna be another mid-range deck, or like a value deck like that.